One thing I've never seen ever in a castle, and I've been to many castles this year, is some old remnants of what used to be on the wall. We're now heading to somewhere called Elcho Castle or Elcho Castle, somewhere else in Perthshire. Really excited for this one. It looks just as interesting, but very, very unique in its own way. So let's go! Arrived at Elcho or Elcho Castle, however you pronounce it, and there's a lot more to this place than I was expecting. I actually thought the last castle we were at, the hunting tower, was going to be bigger and more impressive, and while it was pretty cool, this one seems to have more to explore. So let's get exploring. Spiral staircases, signature of pretty much every castle in Scotland. Well, this has got to be one of the coolest rooms I've probably ever seen in a castle, because it's like a film set. You've got this grand old table that you've only ever really seen in films, and these huge candle holders that are just unreal, absolutely unreal. You just don't expect to find these in castles nowadays. You expect everything to have disappeared and just not exist anymore, and to have this here is pretty special. In the last castle we had all that surviving paint and everything and all that artwork on the ceiling, and here we've got some plaster from the 1600s that survives with some interesting symbols on it. So within that you've got thistles, which signify the unity between England and Scotland, and you've also got something that I can't pronounce because it's in French that represents France, another kingdom at which the monarch who lived here laid claim. So it's all showing off his wealth and his stature back in the day, and with all this decoration in this room. I wonder why all the staircases in the olden days were spiral. There's got to be a reason for it. It must be something to do with the fact that they were made out of stone, or I don't know. There must be a reason for it anyway. I need to find out, because every castle has got spiral staircases. It's really cool being up here. This castle has got numerous amounts of toilets, which are probably more than I've seen in any castle. I think it's because there's a lot of people living here at the time, and I also didn't want to share all these things. There's just literally these tiny toilet rooms, latrines as they were called in the olden days, in every single corner. I love a rooftop view. All the old slates, and you look out over here and we've got a lovely river behind the trees. What a beautiful view that would be. or would have been before these trees grew so tall. Incredible. And there's a wee path down there taking you to the river's edge. But that was lovely in its heyday. There's so many stairs in this castle, it's quite confusing, but look at this staircase. There's like 5 different stairs, different places rolled into one. Look at all this, it's like you can decide which way you want to go. So I've not been up here yet, so let's go up here. It's exciting. So cool, like you come to all these little gates between these, I don't know what they are, they're like little rooms in the attic. They must have been like, I don't know, places like libraries or whatever people came. And then you open these gates and you end up on the roof again. All the slates between these 2 rooms. Then you open, oh, this is a latrine, look, another latrine. Wow. That's a tiny toilet latrine there. That'd be quite nice. If that was I don't know if that was a library, but if that was a nice relaxing room, you come out for 2 minutes of fresh air, go to the toilet, go back and read the rest of your book. Love that. So you find all these latrines or toilets in all of these castles, but they never have doors on them. But this one does. I think it's amazing to see the original doors preserved and just see what they actually used to look like rather than trying to imagine it. And this castle's got so many of these old doors. Like hundreds of years old, this wood. It's incredible that it survived, because the majority of castles is just stone. But this one's got quite a lot of interesting quirks that have somehow managed to survive, which I think is really, really incredible. The heavens have opened, but we've made it up to the roof. Another castle that you can go up to the roof. It's just incredible. And the views from up here. Just look at this.